An old radio repairman named Victor had been fixing vintage radios for years in his small shop on the outskirts of the city. One day, he found a dusty, rust-covered radio in the storage room. The radio looked like it was from the 1950s, with no brand or model number on it. Curious, Victor decided to repair it. When he turned it on, he heard static. As he adjusted the frequency, a clear voice suddenly came through. "Hello, is anyone there?" a woman's voice asked. Victor was startled because this frequency wasn't officially in use. "Yes, this is Victor." "Who am I speaking with?" he replied. The woman's voice said, "I'm Clara. I need your help." But her tone was strangely eerie, as if it was coming from far away. When Victor asked where she was calling from, the woman replied, "I'm calling from 1957. At first, Victor thought it was a prank, but the woman began telling him news from that year and describing what his shop looked like back then. She said, "I'm trapped here. The radio is my only connection." That night, Victor left the radio on. He kept talking to Clara, but as their conversations continued, her voice began to distort. Sometimes he heard screams in the background, and other times there were strange whispers. One night, Clara pleaded, "You have to find me. You have to save me." When Victor asked where she was, she replied, "In the basement of your shop." Victor knew the basement had been sealed off for years, but his curiosity got the better of him, and he decided to check. In the basement, he found a dusty, abandoned room. In the center of the room was an old radio and what appeared to be Clara's diary beside it. The diary detailed a car accident in 1957 and Clara's death. But on the last page, it read, "The radio is keeping me here. Please don't turn it off." Victor decided to unplug the radio, but the moment he pulled the plug, a piercing scream echoed through the basement, and the radio turned back on by itself. This time, Clara's voice was angry and threatening. "You can't leave me here." Victor took the radio outside, doused it in gasoline, and set it on fire. As the flames rose, Clara's screams could be heard. But the next day, the radio was back on the shelf in the shop. This time, her voice was even stronger and closer. "Now you're with me." From that day on, strange things began happening in Victor's shop. Radios turned on by themselves, whispers filled the air, and screams echoed from the basement at night. Victor tried to destroy the radio multiple times, smashing it, burying it, even throwing it into a river. But it always returned, its presence growing more oppressive each time. One night, Victor heard Clara's voice coming from the basement again. This time, it was calm, almost soothing. "You don't have to fight it, Victor," she said. "Join me. It's easier than you think." The next morning, Victor was gone. The shop was empty, except for the radio, which sat on the counter, its dials turning on their own. Now, the radio waits for its next owner, whispering to anyone who passes by. "Can you hear me?